Hello, world. I'm your host, Caden, and welcome to Onside Takes. This week, we're down a member,
Man
unfortunately,
down.
but we are not down in the emotional category. Joining me today is my singular co host, Caleb.
Hello, everyone.
Coming in hot, and with a fiery performance, the Vikings put the Bengals down like they aren't an endangered animal. Furthermore, the Bengals thought the Red Rocket was back, but it was actually Carson Wentz firing on all cylinders. Next up, we got the Jets having accepted their fate and riding with the plane as it's going down. And Tim's gone, so screw that guy. No Ravens bit. I'll give him a rudimentary for him though, even though they got beat. First up, the Vikings.
All right, guys. What a week. What a week. We get into the turmoil of last week. We got our asses kicked by the Falcons. New quarterback that we haven't seen before, but has been asked for years.
So
who knows what's gonna happen? Playing the Bengals.
Quick thing, Caleb.
Okay.
Before you jump in, per your logic, if you guys got your ass beat by the Bengals and they just got blown out by the Panthers.
You're talking about the Falcons. Yes. We got our ass kicked by the Falcons. I was going to get into that at some point, but yeah, we got our asses kicked by the Falcons, and then the Falcons got beat 0-30. Not a good look. Not a good look. We were injured, all right? We got healthier this week. But yeah, that I was going to bring that up. Terrible look. I also said last week on the pod that Falcons were good and that defense is really good and that I think they're a sleeper playoff
I think
team.
it's a fluke. I think it's a fluke week for them.
Well, I'm gonna hope for that because like it looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible. But back to this week's game.
Yep.
Overall, a fan-freaking-tastic game to watch. As a fan, it was the easiest, most exciting game I've watched in a long time. There's a stat that this was the largest Vikings win in 10 years. And that makes sense why it was the first time in a long time that I actually just enjoyed the game and we just won. So easy. Like, it was never in question. It was just, like, the Bengals, I don't even think they got off the bus. Like, they got off the bus, they threw one fucking pick six, and they were like, shit, let's just go home. We're done with this.
Yeah, they had a big woe is me mentality that game.
I mean, I get it. Joe Burrow's out, but like if they want to get some momentum, like you want to win that third game in a row, maybe they win enough to make the playoffs. Maybe Joe Burrow comes back. Who fucking knows? But one man, one guy, one singular dude said, I'm going to dominate this week. And he basically won the game by himself. Team sport, of course. If it was possible to win by yourself, though, he did it this week, all right? And his name is Isaiah Rodgers. I've talked about him in the offseason podcast. We picked him up, or we traded for him from the Eagles. He was a depth guy there. Like, they have really good cornerbacks, so he was second tier, third tier. He would play every so often, but not a lot. Vikings thought they liked him, so they made the move. We needed a cornerback, and here he comes 3 games into his career with the Vikings, and he has probably the single best game that a defensive player has ever had in a Vikings uniform. Now, that's a big statement from me, but like, how often do you have somebody get a pick six and then a few drives later they force the fumble, pick the fumble up and run it back for a return, and then on the next play you just took their offense, made them fumble, scored on them. There's nothing worse than your team giving up a touchdown like that, and then they kick the ball right back to you so that you have to go back to offense and do it again. And then he forces the fumble again, back-to-back snaps. And this time it's your star wide receiver, Jamar Chase. Just, bro, you gotta hold on to the rock, man. They fumble it there. Then we go for a touchdown. I mean, I'm getting a little ahead of myself with just the course of events, but don't worry, guys. The third snap after that, those first two fumbles wasn't enough. They fumbled one more time so that we could kick a field goal and score 17 points in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter. The game went from being 13. I want to say it was 13.
It was either 3 or 6
to 3, and it ended up being 3 to like 31 or 32 at half.
Yeah,
like just it was insane. I have never seen anything like it. It was literally like it was like one dude. Like, Harrison Smith did tip the interception, so like it wasn't a terrible throw by Jake Browning, but he got a hand on it, went to Isaiah Rodgers, but he made the play. I mean, he was running so fast. I don't know if you saw, but when he picked up the fumble, Josh Metellus was next to him, and he was full sprinting, and he was not catching or even like staying with Isaiah Rodgers, who didn't look like he was even running full speed. Like he must be just that athletic that his run looks like just so smooth.
It's a lot of really athletic people in the NFL that could probably dominate other sports.
Absolutely. Yes. So that's, I mean, a little tangent on Isaiah Rodgers. I'm so looking forward to him the rest of the season now. I mean, it's his coming out party. We'll see what he can do. Yeah.
You gotta.
The standards are really high now. I know that there's no way we could ever expect him to have an interception and 2 forced fumbles every game.
Your ceiling is now the floor in your mind.
Yeah. But I'm not going to be too crazy on him. Otherwise, he's going to be a failure. But the one really fun fact, 99.9 PFF grade. The first player ever to have a perfect grade in a game. Perfect. Tim talks about his quarterback's grades all the time, but now I talk about my cornerback's grades, all right? Godlike in that case. Moving on.
That's crazy.
The game was just awesome. I mean, we don't need to go. We scored a lot of points, 48 points in 3 quarters. We didn't even score in the fourth quarter. We didn't need to. It didn't matter. The Bengals scored 10. I mean, it was just the score didn't matter to me. So now I'm trying to remember. They scored 10. Yeah, Isaiah Rodgers scored 14 points by himself, and pretty much by himself in both those plays. Like. The Bengals offense couldn't do anything. But moving on, Carson Wentz, welcome to the Vikings. I think the people are a little bit too excited about Carson Wentz personally. I don't. We came out there in the first drive. He made solid passes. We marched on the field and we scored a touchdown. I was extremely excited because that's the first time we'd had anything positive to start the game. So I was really happy with that. But like, after that first drive, the offense didn't really do anything. Like, people were talking about the offense, and I'm like, did you watch the game? Like, we scored on the first drive, and then we got a punt. We intercepted it for a touchdown, which put us at 14. Then we punted. One field goal and a free touchdown because of field position. Another field goal. The offense scored one touchdown of like they did it. Okay, so everyone that's like, oh, the Vikings are so back, we're so back. We might be back. All right, we might be back. Okay, it's possible. However, the offense didn't win us this game by any means.
But on the bright side, half the team is playing defense. So
that is true. A lot of people are like, oh, Carson Wentz's job until he plays bad. JJ's never coming back. Carson Wentz for the rest of the year. And I'm like, we've seen one game against obviously a dog shit team that does not care anymore because they lost the quarterback. The defense was bad to start with. Now they don't even care. Like, it wasn't even the defense that sucked. We literally. I don't even. We scored in the third quarter, but like at that point they were down 30 fucking points. They're not giving it their all. They're waiting for next week. So Carson Wentz 14 for 20, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns for 2 touchdown passes. It's a good game. Like he did what we asked him to do. I'm not saying he played bad. I'm not saying he played good. He was serviceable, game manager. I think KOC said it himself. He was the point guard, which I fucking hope your quarterback is the point guard of your team. All right. I didn't think that was a great comparison. It's like, duh. I think every quarterback's the point guard, but that's fine. It's fine. Carson Wentz, I'm not sold on him. We will see. That's all I'm leaving out there. Vikings fans I don't know. I feel like Vikings fans are really emotional this year compared to normal.
Nope. They're just always that delusional, Frog.
They're not used to change like this. We did get healthier this week, though. Harrison Smith played. Christian Darrisaw returns from his ACL tear. Feel for him. You know, I personally have torn my ACL. So, not fun, but seeing him back, absolutely fire. And then Andrew Van Ginkel came back as well this week, which was really good.
That's awesome.
The offense, Jordan Mason. I don't want to say this just because it's kind of mean and it makes me a little bit sad, but like we signed Aaron Jones, we signed him again, and then we traded for Jordan Mason, and the
Aaron Jones is kind of a bum, bro.
The backup looks a lot better than the starting running back. It's kind of an issue. Aaron Jones might just be a receiving running back, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but maybe it does. I don't know. He's on the IR now though, so it's 4 weeks at least of him being gone. So this is actually a great opportunity to see what Jordan can do by himself. The
Aaron
offensive
Jones
line,
is not a bum, by the way.
He's not a bum.
He's just
old.
hitting those years. Let's just say that.
Yeah. The offensive line looked 10 times better with Darrisaw back. The left side was just a fucking stone wall. Donovan Jackson played good as well. Although he hurt himself and he's had surgery, so he'll be back after the bye. So that's 3 games we will not see him for. But TJ Hawkinson, it's crazy we threw him the ball. The guy that we're paying a lot of money to play tight end as a wide receiver got to catch the ball. I heard they said this on the broadcast. The touchdown pass that he caught was the first touchdown that he has caught since before he tore his ACL. He didn't catch a touchdown last year. Like he came back mid-season. Like it'd been 2 years since he scored a touchdown.
Make this up.
I'm like, don't pick this guy as your. I mean, I guess maybe now. Maybe he's back. I don't know. And the last main thing from the offense, Will the motherfucking Thrill. All right, 62 yards. Let me make sure. Second quarter. Come on, I've got it right here. 62 yards. I was right. 62-yard field goal. Bengals basically gifted us that one as well. Longest field goal in Vikings history. Kickers, you never know what's gonna happen with them. Blair Walsh was the best kicker I've ever seen, and then he was the worst kicker I've ever seen, and it happened within a year. So I'm not gonna say anything. I enjoy Will the Thrill. I hope he continues to play well. Not jinxing nothing. I like my guy. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. That's what we're gonna go with. But it was awesome. So I have a question for the group. This is all of you at home.
Yep.
And Caden, of course. Are the Bengals that bad? Or is our defense that good?
Bengals are that bad. And the Vikings defense is top 3.
Holy shit, this guy's a fucking ball knower right there. Because you're totally right. The answer is yes to both. The Bengals are ass. But don't worry, the defense, solid. All right. I didn't like the way they played overall in the first week. Didn't feel great. We did win, of course. Against the Falcons, they played the bend don't break. Our offense was ass, so I don't really know what they're supposed to do. But this was the coming out parade of like, I feel like the first 3 games were almost like the preseason of like our team figuring it out and getting together, and now here we are. Harrison
Now we're
Smith
locked.
with a tip into the interception. There was a clip of Harrison Smith. He came down to the line of scrimmage. He took Ivan Pace Jr. and he threw him into a certain position in the middle of the field. He looked like he was like gonna rush the quarterback, but he threw him back, and then Harrison Smith rushed instead. And then where he threw Ivan was the perfect gap to go and make a tackle for loss on the running back. And I was like, see, even though Harrison Smith is old, we can all accept that. It's probably his last season. And he's playing safety, which is crazy. Like, that's like a be fast position. He's old. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are. When you're older, you're just not as fast as you used to be. But his like leadership skills, his knowledge and everything just adds that much to the defense.
He knows ball.
Andrew Van Ginkel, he came back. I did mention that earlier. He played 8 snaps total and had 2 sacks. I was talking to another Vikings fan at work, and we both were like, we thought he played the whole game. And it turns out he played 8 snaps. That's how good he was. We just thought he was always there. I just saw him with 2 sacks, and I'm like, wow, what a game. Jalen Redmond, our undrafted free agent that we picked up last year, is just eating the middle of the line. Eating. I mean, he is doing an amazing job, so someone to look for. And obviously, just overall, the defense was just hounding to the ball. We just didn't let them. No big plays, really. We stopped them on most of the third downs. Obviously, we forced 5 fumbles on the day and an interception. We picked up 3 of the fumbles. Like, that's 4 takeaways. I mean, that's just, you can't lose on a day when you take the ball away 4 times. So let's just do that every game and it's chill. As for the next week, we're playing the Steelers in Ireland. It's kind of exciting. I get to watch football at 8:30 in the morning. Have to get up to watch football. I guess I have the rest of my day after that, maybe? I don't know. Jordan Addison is back. Number 3, unsuspended due to his extracurricular activity after his 3-game suspension. So we'll see if Carson Wentz can unlock Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison against the Steelers' very good defense. I don't know. Steelers are an average team at best, I think, with a great defense and a ass offense led by ass Rodgers. So I'm pretty sure that if we don't turn the ball over, we can win this game. But I don't know what to expect each week. This team is up and down all over the place. Quarterback not solidified. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm sure it will be a close game. I'm sure it'll be fun, but hopefully the travel doesn't affect them. They're traveling on Thursday and they're playing on Sunday.
That's kind of late for travel.
A lot of teams do that. I kind of wish they'd just go like Tuesday,
like Monday or something. Get
there. Give them one day, but I think Tuesday would be like ideal for getting acclimated. I don't know. We'll see. Not a big fan of it, but they'll be there for 2 weeks, so I guess they'll be acclimated the second week. I already mentioned Donovan Jackson's out till after the bye. Blake Cashman's out till after the bye, and can we keep the momentum going? I think we can.
Holy moly!
Winnable games.
We are bouncing compared to every week. It's back and forth with this team.
You never know. We're excited though. Get excited, boys. All right, let's go to the Jets.
Okay. For all of the pain watchers out there who actually watched this game, we'll just jump right into the Jets-Bucks game.
Close one.
It was close right at the very end, but what made this game so ungodly painful is there was a combined near 200 yards of penalties from both teams. The Bucks had 14 against them for 124 yards. Pretty much all of it was on offense. And then there was 10 against the Jets for 30 or 61 yards. 26 of those yards was on a DPI with Sauce Gardner. So just a heavily officiated game on
You're
both
telling me
sides of
that
the
the
ball.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers scored 29 points with 120 yards in offensive
that's what
penalties?
I am telling you.
Holy shit.
Yep.
What are them Jets doing, man? They got all the help they needed. Maybe not.
Not enough. Ain't ever enough. Don't want to dive too deep into this game, as of course we're down our, starting QB, which is as we just talked about, your point guard, your guy. But at the end, it was a close game. So let's just jump into each person, talk about him. Garrett Wilson, despite being the number one target on the team and the Bucks' pretty solid defense, knowing this, he continues to find gaps and get openings. He's going to continue to shine this year, even behind or with a different QB. He's a talent, probably the best player on our team. So feed the guy the ball. He'll get you your yards. Brees, he was not nearly as productive as week one, but much more productive than last week. This week, he was more of a receiving weapon than a rush weapon. He had 9 carries for only 21 yards, but he had 4 receptions for 31 yards. So his carrying average drops significantly if the offensive line cannot make gaps for him, because he loves running into the ass cheeks of my offensive linemen if there is no gap. He can't find a gap. If there's no Red Sea parting in front of him, he's gonna run into some butt cheeks. Isaiah Davis and Braylon Allen are running backs 2 and 3. They're starting to do more returns now, each averaging about 26 yards. Davis had actually 0 offensive snaps, so he might be moving towards returning only, which I think is fine. He returned the most this game, and he averaged, I think it was about 29 to 30 yards, which is great, compared to Xavier Gibson, who was averaging 15 to 20 last year, and making me pull my hair out. So, hopefully he continues to get better at that role. It's new to him, for sure, I'm guessing. But Allen continues to be the brute force runner, and a good alternative if Brees isn't finding his footing and running into butt cheeks. Tyler Johnson. This guy actually stepped up this week. He's stepping up as the receiver number 2. I'd say he'd have a good game. He had quite a few drops, but he was a good clutch time player. He caught a lot of our third down balls to keep drives going. So yeah, even though he didn't score on a lot of these, he was the guy that kept them going, which helped.
Gotta have that glue guy, And
yeah, exactly.
Can't finish, but the glue,
Arian Smith was our mid-round draft pick. He was picked up because he was one of the fastest players out of college. He needs more plate time, though. He only saw 2 snaps. Actually, I think that might be only 2 receptions, I think it was. But they need to use him more as a decoy for Garrett, or even the other way around. With Garrett pulling so many people, just throw this guy a bomb. Let him outpace the cornerback, Take it on, man.
Xavier Worthy type thing?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And we're not seeing that on the field, so let's get it going. Moving on to some defensive players. I gave a lot of crap to Brandon Steffens before. However, this week he was actually our highest solo tackler, with 6 for the team. Not playing the best man-to-man. He's still fucking struggling. I think he gave up 2 touchdowns, but he actually was the one tackling. So that helps. Because if, I don't know, we struggled really hard against the run. Bucky Irving had 25 carries for 66 yards. And it just felt like that guy was just pounding us and we couldn't stop it. It's so annoying when that happens.
Yeah, Bijan Robinson moment.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, a good week from Steffens. As long as he continues to get better in the corner for his coverage, he's not pulling any penalties like someone else in the corner. Oh, sorry. But he just needs to get better at the actual coverage. Michael Clemens, my absolute opposite of a goat. He had another face mask call. A guy loves to grab there, I guess. Just loves it. He can't grab you at the hips, so he just pulls you at the face. Quincy Williams, one of our top 3 linebackers for tackles. I guess tacklers, but he's probably our second best linebacker. He's out on IR, starting now with a shoulder injury. Left the game. He's not out for the season, but for at least a few weeks. So it's going to really suck to lose him. He was a lot of the energy that kept the defense going a lot of the times with Sherwood. Probably our second captain for the defense, so it sucks to have him out for a few games. And then we'll get over to Sauce. Sauce is playing really good defense. He just needs to stop getting these defense pass interference calls. Personally, I wouldn't have called any of them so far this year, but I'm biased. Okay, throwing that out there.
Personally, I wouldn't even throw a flag on the Jets. Honestly,
personally, if I was there, I would have shook his hand. I would have said that good D. But yeah, he just needs to stop with these interference calls because it's giving him so much leverage when the opposing team's quarterback is on 3rd and long, and Sauce is playing man, and then he throws a deep bomb, and Sauce gets a little too touchy, and now there's a flag, and they get a free 30 yards or something. We can't be doing this. If it's an uncatchable ball, let it be uncatchable. Besides Ibuka, fuck that guy. That guy's a human freak. That one-handed catch. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Baker Mayfield went up to him after that, and he was like, 2 hands, rookie. You used 2 hands to catch my ball. Don't ever disrespect my game again. That's...
No, Ibuka is nuts. He's crazy. He's a rookie.
Yeah, he's really talented. Moving on, let's get to our cornerstone, the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor. He played good, but he had one costly int that ultimately led to the loss, being, losing by a field goal. They got a touchdown off of it, so it sucks. Nothing insane from a backup of a QB. He played good. He could almost be a starter on some of these worse teams. Not saying the Jets are good, but his health has always been the thing that sets him back. So he can't play a whole season.
He's old now.
Yeah.
That guy been around a while. I actually have to look this up. He has been around for so... He 36. I swear he's been a backup quarterback for my entire life watching football, which actually might be true. That might be true.
But yeah, from him, nothing insane. He almost was able to lead us to a 4th quarter victory. But we ultimately fell short. Defense wasn't able to make a stop, and we gave way too much time to Baker to put up a final drive. I think that's his 3rd straight week of a 4th quarter winning drive. So
yeah, he's kind of just him.
Baker's solidifying himself. Good for all those Buck fans.
Tyrod Taylor has been in the league since 2011, so basically, since I've started watching football a little bit before that, but he's just always been around. I always thought he'd go away at some point. He has not.
Get to our last guy. I gotta bring it up. Will McDonald, with the blocked punt or blocked field goal, jumped over the line, blocked it, scooped it, and ran 6. Absolutely an electric play. Super awesome to see so many blocked field goals this week as well. It was ridiculous. But
just overall,
yeah.
all of the games.
But really brought us back into the game where it wasn't really competitive, but it brought us back in and we weren't able to close it out. Moving on, let's talk about AG. There's been a lot of controversy regarding this guy.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you've heard this, Scale, but there's a lot of people that want this guy already gone.
Who are these
They
people?
want him fired.
Who are these people? What did they think the Jets?
Fucking Jets fans.
Do you think the Jets were just going to be like the best team in the league after you get a new coach with Justin Fields? Like, what? Clearly, it's not your season. All right,
it's ridiculous.
This is a building year. It's not your season.
Exactly.
You still want happiness, but it's not your season.
One thing that was really upsetting people is at the end of the game, it cut to AG walking over to shake Buck's head coach hands, and he was clapping, and he kind of he wasn't grimacing. I don't think he was smiling, but he was clapping, looking out towards his players, nodding his head, and everybody's freaking the hell out. They're like, "Why are you happy with the loss? 3-0, by the way." And I'm like, guys, he wasn't hype that we're 3-0. He's hype that he saw that all levels of the team, besides defense, were playing pretty good in the fourth quarter. We were founding
all 2 of footing. The 3 levels, man. All 2 of the 3 levels.
Defense couldn't make a stop to save their goddamn life that game, but regardless, a lot of people were freaking out. But at the end of the game, the pieces were coming together. Will McDonald, I think this is his 2nd or 3rd game starting it as a person. He's usually an edge rusher. He actually starting in the special teams for field goals, and it worked out great. It was awesome. So pieces are forming, and we can't just get hasty and freak the hell out. There's also a lot of like GIFs going around of Aaron Glenn doing an awesome little dance when Will McDonald got the 6-point return.
That was crazy. I ain't never seen something like that before. I saw him running and I was like, oh, that's kind of like, that happens. And then he started, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think it was a little too hype, but
way too much.
I'd much rather have that than whatever the hell Robert Saleh was doing with his pouty, no reaction face to either like trying to handshake his players that clearly hate him. And it's just annoying. It was annoying. I like the hype with Glenn. He's no bullshit, but he rewards and he's with his guys. If somebody fucks up, he's in their face, but if you make a good play, he's with you. He's hyping you up. And that's exactly what I want for my head coach. But for the people that already want him gone, it takes time to get a culture. And if the culture's good, if the staff that Aaron Glenn brought in, the culture is good, the wins will eventually come. That's how it works. It takes time for everybody to mesh together and get stuff to work, but we need to relax. This is insane. I'm not going to say anything rash about our mentality or mental illnesses that we might have, but let's just say we need to calm down, okay? And we're not going to win this year, guys. I know everybody came in. Justin Fields, revival, Aaron Glenn, we're shooting for the playoffs. No, guys, that's not...
Low-key, every loss is a win.
Think about that.
You think about it, like, winning 9 games and not making the playoffs is like actually purgatory.
Yep. Yeah, that's another thing. I think this year is going to have a lot of high win teams. So even if the Jets played great and got 9 wins, they might not have even made playoffs because there's so many good teams that are going to ass against worse teams and just get so many wins. So it's probably for the best this year. Yeah.
Actually,
Lay it on me.
I'm gonna dispute that.
Holy moly.
The
Oh no.
AFC might be ass.
Is that right?
The AFC has 3 undefeated teams: the Chargers, the Colts, the Bills. All right.
Yep.
You can say, let's say all those 3 teams are good.
Okay.
After that, of course, the Ravens are 1 and 2. We know they're going to make the playoffs. I'm not worried. All right. We'll give them 4 teams. The Chiefs are 1 and 2. I don't know if I believe in them or not.
Okay.
All right. Everyone else is like, the Bengals are 2 and 1. We know they're fake as fuck. All right. The Steelers are 2 and 1. I don't trust that shit. They're gonna go 9 and 8 like they do every year. All right. Jacksonville's 2 and 1. No, we're not trusting the Prince. And everyone after that's just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
if you were to go on a run, there's a world where like a 9-win, because your division, never mind the Bills, but your overall conference, the wild card might be up for sale, but you're gonna have to either like go hard and get a lot of wins, or just don't care, or care but lose. I also had one thought considering this game. I was looking at the overall box score and how things played out.
Yeah.
How, as a fan, how was it watching the first quarter that had 2 total drives in it, and then the second quarter that had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 changes in possession?
I think it was about the same as watching the Bills game, where I'm just sitting in my chair in utter disbelief.
You're just hoping?
I'm not even hoping. I'm just sitting there like, what is happening? What are we doing? What? I at a point I don't even scream. I'm just sitting there and I'm just so drained. I'm just dead. And I'm just like, I'm in the woe is me phase. And I'm like, guys, you can't, but I can be, okay? That's what it comes down to.
I just want to give the fans an understanding of like what the happened in the second quarter, because this is one of the craziest box score things crazy. I've seen.
We did score 21 points in the fourth quarter.
The field in the second quarter, the Jets scored a field goal and the Bucks scored a touchdown. All right, those a little bit longer drives. Then it proceeds to go 4 plays Jets, 3 plays Bucks. 3 plays Jets, 3 plays Bucks. 3 plays Jets, 5 plays Bucks. 3 plays Jets, 3 plays Bucks. 1 play to end the half. Literally, they just, no, you have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. Just fucking hot potato out there. And then you just go into the third quarter. It's another 2-drive quarter. I don't know. I just thought that was funny looking at the box score. I have nothing else to add. That seems like a wild ride for the fans. Or not a wild ride, I guess.
Every time I see us get 3 and out, it just kills me a little inside. Slowly, I die a little quicker. Moving on, let's look at next week. Monday Night Football, Jets in Miami, taking on the Fins. As of now, Justin Fields is not listed as active for next weekend. So I'm guessing until he's
possible though.
It's possible. It's early, but right now he's not there. I take us to win, even after a brighter showing from the Dolphins last week against the Bills. They played pretty dang good ball. Gave them a run for their money to get that 3-0 spot. But they are the 6th most team for allowing rushing yards. I think the Bills are the 2nd most team for allowing rushing yards. Pretty crazy. But what I expect from the game is a lot of defensive pass interferences from Sauce, because that's what happens every time against Waddle and Sauce, because he can't keep up. and then some strong run game showings because they're that low against the run game. And we'll see if Tyrod Taylor can work some magic. I think so. He can easily service with us till Justin Fields is back. So, yeah. Go Jets. We'll see what happens. Let's move over to the Ravens. Tim left us a little note before he was gone this week. I think he'll be telling us, because he went to the Ravens-Lions game, correct? Did he say that?
Maybe.
I thought he did. I don't remember.
And I have to admit that this is not Tim's note.
What?
This is my note. I wanted to help out Tim, cover his team a little bit, give the fans what they want. They want the Ravens
you really
talk.
covered it here.
They want the Ravens talk. Hit them with it.
Yeah, there was 2 points here from Caleb. First one is Ravens choke and their defense is doo-doo. That's point A. Point B is Derrick Henry is a liability. Both of these statements could be true. Most definitely. We'll just...
The Ravens, I mean, they're 1-2. Like
the whole as you said, the whole conference is chalked. I don't know.
I mean, and they got the Chiefs this week coming up. Like, they could be 1-3. Didn't they play the Texans?
Listen, man,
who could get a comeback game?
Danny Dimes is leading the Colts 3-0 with one punting drive. It's insane. Okay, anything can happen here. That's just let them work.
The Ravens might be 1-5 to start this year, and that's an insane statement.
If the Ravens are 1-5, Tim will not be on the podcast because he'll be dead.
I'm just saying it's entirely possible. Derrick Henry with the second game in a row. No, not in a row. Sorry. 2 out of 3 weeks, he has fumbled in the fourth quarter, and it has led to the loss. If he just holds on to the motherfucking ball, I'm not saying they win for sure, but they definitely have a better shot at it.
I think I think he fumbled twice total last year, I saw. And he's already fumbled twice in the first 3 games. Not good.
It's not like an issue with his history. It's just like it's been like that. It happens once, you're mad about it. It happens twice. Now you're like, is this going to be an issue? It shouldn't be, because that guy. I don't know if you've seen his muscles, but like the ball just blends in with his massive arms and his massive stature, as he's the biggest running back I've ever seen in my life. And like you shouldn't be able to get the ball punched out from you. You should be able to handle that. And he can honestly take that L on both L's on himself. He shouldn't, because it's a team game. But on a personal level, like I would expect him to have maybe no fumbles the rest of the year or something like that, because he's going to take this to heart. But we on this podcast, we hate to see the Ravens lose. We feel so bad for Tim and his experience as a fan right now. His team just letting him down.
Yeah, I'm sure you will never rage bait him.
I've never done that in my life. Their defense, though, I know we talked about it last week. He liked the defense. Their pass defense is the worst. I mean, it was bad last year. Like Tim said it himself. Why do I keep saying the same things over and again? It's because your team is the same every year somehow. It's supposed to be different. You're supposed to make changes.
The coaching doesn't change, and they keep thinking the same thing, and they're going to keep losing in late playoffs.
I couldn't agree more. And that was the Ravens segment from what I saw.
Yep.
Tim we'll get Tim's grade on our Ravens segment next week.
Yes, we will. All right. That will conclude the Ravens segment. Let's get over to our favorite segment, Dub or Flub. First up, Falcons are overrated, and there's some stats to follow this. More total yards per play, and first downs, but lost 30-0 to the Panthers.
Like, how is that even possible? How, how is it even possible? How the fuck is your team gonna? How is your offense gonna be better than their offense, but they have 30 points and you have none? Tell me. I can't. I can't tell you. I don't. I do not understand. It doesn't make sense. I'm gonna say make it make sense. I can't. All right. I can't make it make sense. They had two missed field goals, so like we can go with that. You know, two missed field goals, but they had two interceptions, a fumble, two missed field goals. I mean, that's 5 wasted possessions
I
right
saw a
there.
pretty interesting statistic out there about Michael Penix Jr. that he releases the ball so quick with the way his stance is that it's kind of spontaneous for himself because he's so quick with his release. Like his body remains neutral till he throws the ball, so it's really hard for defenders to track. But it's also, is it affecting his own game? Because is he himself unaware of what's happening? And he's making these throws, and he's trying to make them accurate, but with the way he's throwing the ball, he's lasering these throws, but he's lasering the throws into the field, like 3 yards ahead of his receivers, or there's miscommunication either between him or his receivers. Something's going on in the middle there, and this is even getting furthered by the Falcons firing their head coach, or not their head coach, the wide receiver coach. Sorry,
wide receiver.
Which just happened today. So it's kind of crazy. If they thought the wide receiver coach was the issue, not Penix's play style, which should be the case. You have a QB, you need to play to his play style. That's how it should be. So
Kirk Cousins getting into the game. 5 for 7 for 29 yards. I think they didn't want Penix to get hurt, so they're like, "You get back in there, Kirky boy." As for this statement, I would be the one that did the overrating last week. I'm gonna say this is a flub because I don't think they're overrated. I think they failed this week as an organization, as a team. I don't think they're overrated because they're not rated like the best team ever. But I made them a sleeper playoff team, and I still believe that.
I agree. I think it's a flub. I think it's a serious wake up week for them. I think they're going to come back a lot better. I think realistically, they could just have their wide receivers run wideouts and just play with Bijan. Like that guy can carry an organization. Like just use him.
He's
way
the
more.
next Christian McCaffrey,
Yeah.
I personally think.
Like,
I mean, he had 13 carries for 72 yards with 5.5 yards on average.
And they got demolished.
It's a first down every 2 plays.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So they just need to play with him. They need to figure this out with Michael Penix Jr., but I think they're going to get it. So, yeah, I think it's just a footing error. It is a fresh year for Michael Penix. He started last year, but maybe
at the end,
early season jitters. Who knows? Dubber Flub. Yeah, it's time we have the conversation about CJ Stroud. It might be bad over in Houston.
I think this is a hilarious Dubber Flub because last week we had the same one submitted late by Tim, and we chose not to have the conversation. And in Tim's absence, we are choosing to have the conversation.
I think the offensive line is so terrible on the Texans right now. It might honestly be CJ Stroud and Nico Collins out there. That might just be the offense right now.
I mean, 25 for 38, 204 yards doesn't sound that bad, but like 2 interceptions, I mean, interceptions are bad. We can all agree that they're very bad. If you throw even one, your game could be that much harder to win or not even within reach. Putting up 10 points on the board against the Jaguars. The Jaguars are not good. Their defense is serviceable, all right? Maybe middle of the pack. It's not top 15. Maybe it's not ass, but like I just can't you have to, a divisional opponent, you have to be able to score more than 10 points when you're CJ Stroud, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying it's a dub to have this conversation. That's a dub.
I saw a really good comparison where a lot of people were like hating on, for example, like Bryce Young, like just trying this guy. And we've been seeing the exact same performance put up from the Texans as the Panthers are doing. And when is the it gonna change, where we view the Texans as a bad team? Because right now, they're certainly not a good team.
Yep. Right. I mean, look at it. Everyone made the jokes like CJ Stroud had a really good year one. And everyone was like, wow, can't believe the Panthers fucked up like this. Now look at them. They're in the same fucking position and ain't nobody saying shit. I agree with you. It's a great point.
Yeah. Next up, Dubber Flub. Packers are throwing for fun.
Bro, there's no way. There's no way that they lose this motherfucking game. The only way they lose this game is if they literally got paid off. Like, there's no fucking way that they lose that game. They're up 10-0 in the fourth quarter on the Browns, okay? The Browns are not a good team. We can all agree that. They have a good defense. We're going to give them that,
Garrett is kind of a freaking dog.
Not kinda. He's definitely a dog. I'm giving the Browns their defense, okay? Giving them the flowers. You guys are really good at defense. But you had 0 points in the fourth quarter. You can't win a game with 0 points. I don't care how good your defense is. 0 points, no win. It's simple as that. Fucking they give up a field goal, all right, in the fourth quarter. 10-3. You've given up 3 points all day. Surely your offense can just run the ball and win the game. Nope. Jordan Love, horrific interception. Awful. I'm so happy they paid him all that money to do that. Holy shit. I hate the Packers. Interception, and then one play for a touchdown. The Packers get the ball back. They're like, don't even worry about it. Jordan Love, game-winning drive. We got this. Blocked motherfucking field goal. Joe Flacco comes in for 5 plays of absolute just game manager. Gets them down into field goal range. They spike the ball. Their kicker, who missed the kick to win week 1, nails it, and they win the game. And my work pick'ems, I picked the Packers to win. This would be the week they lose. All right. So screw the Packers. Dub. They did this for fun. They got paid off. I don't know what it is. Joe
Flacco, Browns legend. I don't know what to tell you.
This game made me mad. Like, I'm happy they lost. I need them to lose, but it like made me mad with how they lost. Like, it was so stupid. Oh.
Yeah. I don't. There's got to be some serious, like, something going on, especially with the Green Bay wide receivers. Who is the Green Bay wide receiver number 1 right now? It's entirely split. I don't think. You could say Josh Jacobs. You could say Golden. I don't know. It could be Dobbs. Everybody. It's split between everybody, but nothing's working right now. Especially Jordan Love. They got to get this figured out. Especially with how everybody has been talking about them.
It was just a 1-game fluke, maybe, because the Browns' defense is good. Because obviously they fucking ran it on the Lions
but so is
the
Packers
Commanders.
Defense.
That's fair. I don't like the Packers, but I do have to give them a little bit of credit. Although, to be fair, they only scored 27 points in their first 2 wins. I say only. That's a solid score, but like it's not like they like,
Mhm.
blew. They won both games handily, but we'll see. I hope they lose to the Cowboys. That'd be awesome.
Dubber Flub, Colts punted this week, so the season is over. This is a dub. Daniel Jones, downfall inbound. Sell him in fantasy. It's done. The season's over.
Yep. One singular punt, guys. 3 weeks, one punt by Danny Dimes. And that name might be actually real at this point. It used to be a joke. I think that shit's real. All right. We're 3 weeks in. The Colts look like a wagon. It's insane. Like, how are they doing this? Now, let's all agree. Like the Colts have played the Dolphins, the Broncos, and the Titans. Dolphins, certified ass. All right. Titans, certified
time, yeah.
ass.
Definitely
Broncos,
yes.
mid at best right now. They're not. We thought they were going to be real
Really
good.
need to find their footing.
They got a lot of work to do. They've played nobody. So this week, the Colts play the Rams.
This is it.
If they don't have to win, but if they don't compete, fakes.
I don't know.
But for now, we've already determined the season's over because they punted. So
Daniel Jones is fast. That guy can rush. Additionally, they have Jonathan Taylor.
I don't know. Have you seen him fall down when he's trying to run for the touchdown?
Yes, he's clumsy, but he's fast. Okay, man. And then they have some great talent for receiving core. Michael Pittman Jr., Tyler Warren's having a great year. Yeah, they have the talent to do this. That's seen in action against a playoff team. Well, a second playoff team. Sorry, Broncos. Didn't mean to diss you like that. Dubber Flub, Caleb Williams' career has finally started. Guys, this is a flub. Caleb Williams is going to go out onto the field next week and throw 3 ints, and we're going to just regress. Guys, it happens every single time.
They do this every year. Oh man, I'm going to agree with you that this is a flub. However, 298 for yards, 4 touchdown passes. He looked comfortable. He was making throws. That's the best that I've seen him look. So, Bears fans have something to maybe be excited about.
New head coach, new staff. Maybe they're igniting him.
Maybe it just takes time.
Wait,
maybe
what?
It just takes time.
New regime takes time to get.
I know.
No.
I'm saying it. I said it. I have said it.
Yeah.
I know.
Realistically, I'm gonna give it a flub for now, though, because it's happened every single year so far.
Which is one year.
Yeah, but every week's up and down, especially with Bears. That whole division,
I'm with you. I agree.
It's the whole division's delusional. Sorry, Caleb. Everybody that. Maybe Lions fans are the most grounded because they were losing for decades. Dubber Flub, Marvin Harrison Jr. is washed. Probably not, though. He's got nobody to help share targets, and you have Kyler Murray as your quarterback.
He's not even the top receiver. It's Trey McBride.
I know. That's about
that's
all he
insane.
throws to. That's all.
It is insane.
Murray throws to.
Literally, like, Marvin Harrison Jr. coming out of college was like supposed to be like the fucking guy.
Yep.
And he comes out, and then he does this whole thing where he wouldn't sign the NFL. Like, he wanted his own brand, since he wanted to sell his own jersey and everything. Like, he didn't let NFL sell his jersey because he kept naming rights. I don't know. Last season, Kyler Murray was hurt for a little bit. Rookie season, he played fine, But then he comes out this year and he's got a lot of drops, and he's not really doing that much overall. I mean, 10 receptions in 3 games is not enough when you're from
Yep.
your wide receiver one. That is
No, it is
absolutely not enough. Use your number 1 pick in the first round draft to get him. Not number 1 pick, but their first round pick.
Yeah.
Top 10 pick. I can't remember what exactly it is. But regardless, let's just use an example of Justin Jefferson. He has 12 receptions for 200 yards. So much more than 10.
Let's look at Jamar Chase.
Let's look at leaders. We'll look at some leaders, all right? Receiving. Puka Nacua has 29 receptions. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 22. Like, bro. Even Malik Neighbors. Bro plays for the ass Giants. And he's got 16.
Well, mind you, 3/4 of those were in one game against the Cowboys.
Well, that might be true. But either way, he is somehow regressing from where he was in year 1, which is not a good look. So
he's having a sophomore slump, dude. Relax, dude. Okay, man?
I don't get it. Sophomore slump doesn't make sense to me. How are you playing worse in the second year? Like, your rookie year is where you should be playing not good, potentially. Like, takes time. And then the second year is
maybe it's that you come out and you have nothing to prove, and then your second year you have a standard, and then you're suddenly worse. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Just I'm giving it a dub. He's fucking washed.
Yeah, he's washed
draft
right
that
now.
Guy.
Dub. Dub or flub? Giants on primetime should be illegal. Give me a dub overall, but a flub because it's Jackson Dart starting this week.
Is that confirmed?
It is.
Holy shit. Well, this dub or flub was wrote prior to that. I was done watching Russell Wilson. Sunday night was a fucking snooze fest. I had to watch the stupid Kansas City Chiefs and all their stupidness.
Now here's a guy who can throw the... No one recovers the ball like Patrick Mahomes from his own fumble.
That was a crazy play. We'll give him that. That was a crazy play. We got to give him that.
Did you know that Patrick Mahomes has the most rushing yards on his whole team?
Yes. It's actually insane.
Depressing.
His team has nothing. It's actually him. I don't know what the fallout is. Why you don't give the best offensive quarterback in this decade something to they're like, here, have our 40-year-old tight end.
They have no money because all the money is being spent on Andy Reid's cheeseburgers.
And Mahomes' contract. But I agree. Giants illegal, banned. I don't. Jackson Dart could be fun, but also no.
It could be epic. We'll have to wait and see.
Team sucks.
Majority, yeah. Dub or flub. Ravens won't win a Super Bowl until their defense is top 15 in pass protection. This one feels very targeted at a prior conversation. But give me a probable dub.
Give me a mega dub. The Ravens, as we talked about earlier, so we don't got to go into it. Every year they get ran on by the other team's offense. Sorry, ran on is not the right word to use there. Passed on. You see when they play these better teams, they just pass on them. And it's just like nonstop. And like the Ravens offense is so good, but it doesn't matter how good your freaking team is if they can't stop them.
Have the Ravens considered moving like Hamilton and all these like actual good players to just cornerback from safety? Just retraining them?
I don't think it works like that. Like I don't. There are different breeds out there.
But yeah, give me a dub. Dub or flub, Saints have given up on the season.
I'm going to go freezing cold take of the year. Caleb in last week's podcast calling the Saints the grittiest team in the NFL. That shit was fake. The worst take I think I've ever given on this podcast. I also took them as my fucking upset of the week, and they got shellacked by the Seahawks. Holy moly. I never saw that coming. I thought the Seahawks were frauds, and I was wrong. The Saints are somehow they were frauds at being bad. I thought more of them. I don't know why.
What do you do? Probably giving up on the season, considering their QBs from the streets of New Orleans.
Correct. Dub.
I
just had to bring up my freezing cold take. I was just yeesh.
Dub or flub, Jalen Hurts can throw the ball and the Eagles are a wagon. Yeah, they just haven't needed to. I think this is what I said last week, is we were talking about the Eagles or in some capacity, or it was a conversation I was having where they just haven't needed to throw the ball. They can just run it and get no air yards and win the game because they don't care about anything but wins, which is what a team should do.
Yeah, all the Jalen Hurts haters were out in the first half saying, this guy sucks, which is just crazy because he's been to 2 Super Bowls and has one.
Yep.
Like, clearly he doesn't suck. And he just fucking balled out on him. And the Eagles look like they're never going to lose a game again.
Well, that's what was said last year till they came, or 2 years ago, when they were 6-0 and they came across the New York Jets led by Zach Wilson. And he gave them a belt-to-ass treatment to ruin that perfect year. Let's just say that much.
Let's be honest. That win hurt the Jets more than the loss hurt the
Eagles. Yeah, probably. But yeah, Jalen Hurts can definitely throw the ball, especially having one of the best receivers in the league. AJ Brown is just a freaking unit. He just doesn't get the ball thrown his way that much. And then he cries about it, and then he gets the ball thrown his way. And we'll just continue to see this cycle. So yeah, dub. All right, then we'll move on to our league thoughts. Who will win, upset of the week, game of the week, and of course our mid-off of the week. First up, we got the Seahawks at the Cardinals, Thursday Night Football. Give me the freaking Seahawks led by Sam Darnold, dude. I'm sorry, Murray. The one time I'm going against you. But their defense is looking unstoppable, man. Holy.
Dude, Murray is... He's great. He's great and all, but I think we can all agree that if there's any frauds right now that are 2-1, which is like funny because a lot of teams are 2-1 to consider that, but the Cardinals have beat the Saints and the Panthers, and they lost to the 49ers. Mac Jones led 49ers 16-15.
That was the probably worst game to watch of the week. It was low scoring, scrappy, and lost by a field goal.
Yeah, no, the game sucked, and the fact that they have beat nobody and they lost to a Mac Jones 49ers. I'm going to keep saying that. Mac Jones,
Patriot legend. Right there.
Patriot legend. I don't care if Christian McCaffrey is freaking God himself. He shouldn't be able to win the game.
They also lost Nick Bosa. The 49ers are so injured.
Nick Bosa tore his ACL, I believe.
Yep.
And, prayers up, man. I hate to see that. But,
it's not funny. We're just laughing about Caleb also having a ripped ACL.
Yes, still recovering. Everyone's still recovering. I'm taking the Seahawks though. I'm with you. Yep. Cardinals are bad.
Next up, we got the Vikings at Steelers morning game. Yep, I'm in agreement. I think Steelers defense really overhyped. Ooh. I'm going to be honest. I think they're not even top 5 personally.
Sheesh.
I don't
This
think
could be a
they're
freezing cold take.
I don't think so personally. I think the Vikings are gonna win by at least 10. I'm gonna say that.
I love to hear that. Actually, I don't even have to do the talking here. My co-host just doing it for me. Yeah, the Vikings are going to win this game because of our defense and our offense being serviceable. Hopefully,
Yep.
I just hope the field and everything is good over there. Sometimes the fields are shit, so we'll see.
The Vikings have a way of just catching balls thrown from Aaron Rodgers. So just keep doing that, and you're gonna win the game. Simple as.
Sounds good to me.
Then we got Commanders at Falcons. I think it's going to be a closer game. Gene Daniels is still out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota's playing.
Give me the Falcons. Give me the Falcons.
I really don't like the Commanders this year. I just don't. I'm not feeling it.
The spice isn't there.
No, I'm not feeling it. The Falcons, though, they really pissed me off this last week with that loss, and I refuse to go back to them with that 0-30. I mean, what a despicable.
Yeah.
I just gross. So I'm gonna go with the Commanders. I think this game might be not fun. It's a watch out. Might be a not watch game.
True.
Maybe.
True. Next up, we got Saints at Bills. Bills by 20.
Yeah, Bills. Put your life savings, put your down payment on the Bills by 16.5.
Yep. You will put. Let's say you put $100 down on the Bills. You will get $2 back. That's how freaking one-sided this game is.
Solid investment.
Next up, we got Browns at Lions. Lions coming off an electric week. Gotta choose the Lions.
I think the Browns had a pretty electric week as well, though.
Okay, pick them.
I will not be. I'm going to pick the Lions. I don't think the Browns have it in them for 2 weeks in a row. You know, old man Flacco, he's got one game at a time, you know. One win every other week, maybe, you know.
Next up, we got Panthers at Patriots with Caleb's mid off of the week, and his upset of the week. A 2-for-1 here.
Hell yeah, the 2-for-1 here. The Panthers, I ain't buying into them, but I am buying into them beating the Patriots. Patriots are not that good. The spread is 5.5, I think. That's a crazy spread considering the Patriots are just lost to the Steelers, who are also not that good.
Yeah.
So it's like the battle of the shit.
I think Panthers are like bottom mid. I don't think they're like bad. They're just not good. So
I think the Patriots also fit in that category. So like there's a chance that it's really boring and neither team can score. There's also a chance it's like super back and forth and frisky and like fun. But I'm going with the mid-off still.
Yep. Give me the Panthers. Fuck the Pats. Moving on. Chargers at Giants. This is my upset of the week. The Giants beating the Chargers. I know it's crazy. I'm going all in on Jackson Dart, not throwing 5 interceptions and destroying his legacy game.
This is a crazy move by you, considering Justin Herbert is dating Madison Beer and hasn't lost a game since that started. So, the Chargers are playing so well. The culture has been established there by Mr. Harbaugh. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers until they prove otherwise, especially against someone like the Giants. Like
yeah, my upset is for the Giants, but I am taking the Chargers to win. Mind you.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Makes sense.
I think Tim pulled that last week as well. Next, we have the Eagles at Bucks, and this is your game of the week.
Yes.
I think it could totally be really good.
This is an awesome,
Yeah.
awesome game. Like the Eagles need to continue to be tested, and the Bucks. So the issues the Bucks are really hurt right now, and they've been doing a good job at the
Yeah, the
end
Bucks
to
always get
come
hurt,
through.
man. It's so freaking sad.
I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I don't think. I don't know if the Bucks can compete with how good the Eagles are. But if there's anyone that can, it might be them.
True. Give me the Eagles though. Sorry, Baker. You beat me. Now Big Brother's coming to beat you.
You know what? Fucking give me the Bucks. Give me Baker. Let's
Holy
fucking
moly.
go. I believe in him.
Next up, we have Titans at Texans, a divisional divisional game. And this shit is my mid off of the week, man. 2-0-3 teams. Oh my word.
One of them have to win, right?
No, it's gonna be a tie, bro. It's
tie.
gonna be a tie 0-0.
The Texans being 0-3 is just so insane.
It's
like, I know they weren't expected to be the best team in the league, but
you'd think at least one, too. The
all right.
Colts being 3-0, that's out of left field though.
One thing I'm gonna give them though is they played the Rams, Bucks, who are two of the top NFC teams.
Yep.
But the loss of the Jaguars, I can't allow that.
Can't excuse it.
So
Next
yeah,
up,
we're just I'm gonna go.
I'm taking the Texans.
Titans. Give me Titans.
Next up we got Colts at Rams. And this is my game of the week. I think it will be an awesome proving grounds game, just like we were talking about earlier. And I think it's going to be very competitive. With the Rams' amazing run stopping defense and the Colts' amazing run offense. So it'll be a really good test for both teams. But give me the Danny Dimes led Colts to win, baby.
I have to go with the Rams here. I don't trust the Colts yet, so we're going.
I trust him with my life.
You are a gambling man. Holy shit.
Colts make playoffs. Put the bet down now.
It's not a terrible bet. That division's ass. So
that's a good point. Jags at 49ers. I guess give me the 49ers. They just I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the Jags because they have their quarterback. Mac Jones cannot keep getting away with this.
Oh, but he is.
Can't keep getting away with this, so I'm gonna go with the Jags.
We're having a resurgence.
I don't trust Trevor Lawrence either, though.
Next up, we got the Ravens at Chiefs. This could be a really good game if the Chiefs weren't just Patrick Mahomes. So, I think this is going to be a bounce back game for the Ravens. They're going to take out all their anger and destroy the Chiefs. That's my guess.
I want to pick the Ravens here. I love the Ravens. It's in me to pick the Ravens. But something deep down is saying this is the week that the Chiefs figure something out and just gut-wrenching win against the Ravens, and the Ravens go to 1-3 and potentially 1-5 in the future.
It is an absolute fight. They're both fighting to not be 1-3, so it's gonna be.
If someone told you at the beginning of the season, regardless of the schedule, that the winner of the Week 4 game between the Ravens and the Chiefs is to go to 2-2 and not 1-3, I'd be like, nah,
bro. Next up, we got the Bears at Raiders. I can't figure out what's going on with this Raiders team. They have an amazing week, and then they have their worst week ever, and then they have an amazing week. I don't understand. Geno Smith must be bipolar. But the Bears been playing solid compared to the Raiders, so give me the Bears.
Yeah, I got high on the Raiders because they beat the Patriots 20-13. We're
Yep.
learning that the Patriots are not good. We already knew that, but they're worse than I think we thought. And now they've been blown out by the Chargers and the Commanders. I think this is also a do or die game for the Bears. Like if they lose this game, like this is a game they have to win against a not as good opponent. So I think the Bears will be very prepared, and they're going to go to 2-2, and the Bears fans are going to get excited again. Unfortunately, and they'll probably get let down. Sorry, Bears fans. Sorry, but I am picking you this week at least.
Oh yeah. Next up, we got Packers at Cowboys. We already know who Caleb wants to win. He wants them. How about them Cowboys? I'm.
CD's out though. CD's out.
I know, but maybe George Pickens steps up to the plate. He's been very underperforming.
I just think it'd be so awesome since the Packers are at the Cowboys. Like if the Cowboys just owned the Packers and like Jerry Jones just like gives Micah Parsons the middle finger, or like. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys because it's everything I ever wanted in this situation. Embarrass the Packers, but
I'm gonna take the Packers because they're the favorites, and they're still gonna be a very strong team. Next up, we got the Jets at Dolphins. 2 Monday Night Football games. Who are you taking?
Bro, the Jets, I know it's too early in the season to want to lose every game. It's way too early. So, like, you have to win this game. This is one of the winnable ones in the schedule. You have to win this. You cannot let concussed Tua take you out. Like, he might not be concussed now, but he's got the history. And he threw an interception last week, which I saw some breakdowns of it. It wasn't the worst interception ever, but still, they only throw short passes. So,
Yep.
I don't believe in them. Give me the Jets.
Give me the Jets. And then our last game of the week, Bengals at Broncos. And it's a unanimous Broncos decision. Whoa.
Yeah, Bengals never win a game again.
Bengals finish season 2-15.
Bo Nix needs this one.
Joe Burrow retires.
It's possible. It's entirely possible.
Yeah, Bo Nix does need this game. It's at home for the Broncos. I think it's going to be a slaughter.
I agree.
Okay. Unfortunately, last week, to update our upset of the week, Tim actually won his upset with the Lions beating the Ravens.
Damn,
crazy
that guy.
Spread. So Tim is now 2, and me and Caleb are both 0. So he's got us up 2 games this early in the season for upset of the week. It's not looking good for us.
This is really bad. I think I scored once last year, like week 5, and I don't think I've gotten one right since. I'm just throwing a needle in a haystack, and I can't find it again.
Yeah. Tim's probably influencing the league in some capacity, though, so don't take it too hard. Well, everybody, that will conclude this week's episode of Onside Takes. Sorry there was no Tim crash outs from the loss, though we might have just been depressed the entire time, so maybe it's for the best. We will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay awesome.
See ya.